Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is 7:07 a.m. I'm very late. I seem to get later and later starts all the time. It is Wednesday, the 29th of November. Tomorrow, I have a therapy appointment in the mental health system to go see another psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm not quite sure which, but either way, it's going to be good. So, also, I have little Squeak Jr. here. I terrified her really, really badly, and I felt horrible about it. She was inside of her little bin cage right next to me. You can see the plastic part of it right there. And she was just inside of her cage and drinking. And so I quickly reached in and tried to touch her and pick her up. But instead I just poked her fur, and she leaped into the air and squeaked and went flat on her back. I felt so bad while laughing at the same time. So she got scared quite badly, and I feel bad about that. But they're very high-strung animals, very, very high-strung. But as you can see, she's doing super, super good here. She's the one that flung herself nose first off of my recliner and suffered from spinal compression. So bad, she was completely 100% paralyzed. She is like at least 90 to 95% all healed up now. I just feel bad that I scared her to death. There you go, little one. I'm so sorry. There you go. I tweeted about this, but unfortunately it's really sad, so I'm going to talk about it. But my rescue hamster, Harold, I noticed he wasn't really moving much. All day yesterday, he hadn't really moved out of his one spot, his nest he made. And so I was kind of like, what? Well, boy, my chair, look at that. I'm twisted like this. My chair is facing way over there with my neck and upper body facing this way. That's not good for my spine, but that's the way my spine turns because I've got scoliosis, unfortunately. Very mild case, but still. So now I've got the chair more aimed forward and straight. So let's aim my body and my face and all that straight. Where was I? Oh yes, Harold hadn't really moved out of his nest. And so I was checking on him because I know he's not doing well. But I was checking on him, and I reached in and picked him up and moved him. And he was alive, which was good, but his abdomen has gotten a lot bigger, a lot tighter. He has an inside the abdominal wall cyst or tumor or some kind of growth. And the difference between an inside the abdominal wall cyst and an outside the abdominal wall cyst is the difference between life and death. For a hamster, if they get a cyst on the outside of their abdominal wall, it can grow and grow and grow, and it can be sometimes almost as big as the original hamster with a cyst or tumor or growth. But their fur and their skin will stretch as it grows. And inside the abdominal wall tumor or cyst, there's no place for their insides to move to as that cyst gets bigger. And it's going to get bigger. It's going to keep growing. And since there's no room in there, as the tumor grows, all of its poor little hamster's insides get squashed off to the side. So where they can't breathe properly, and their heart can't beat properly, and they can't process their food properly because there's no room. And then that's what kills them when it's an inside the abdominal wall tumor. That's what he has. It's not good. So he's going to be dead within the month. I have to check my chair to make sure now I've got a vested interest in making sure that I'm facing straight forward, because it's not good for my back and spine to be having my lower body facing that way and my upper body facing that way and both sides thinking I'm facing forward. No, that ain't good. So it's been kind of a weird couple hours, really, because nothing has happened in my life until yesterday evening, when I was finally able to go for a walk. It stopped raining long enough. I went for a very, very long walk. Thank goodness, a very good thing. Let's see if I've got everything hamster-wise I wanted to talk about. Oh, that's cute. In the latest bit of hamster food stuff, there's little broken off bits of dog biscuit. And little Squeak Jr. had a big chunk of dog biscuit in her mouth, and she was waddling into her little blue house to go in there and munch on her thing. So it was really, really cute. So that part's good. But also, I was out walking. One of the things that I do when I go walking is to check my post office box, because I like to have a point to walking. I mean, I'll walk pointlessly just to walk, and I'll do it for hours and be happy doing it, which is a big change, because when I first got sober, I needed to do things like walking. But walking without a point, I couldn't do it. It drove me crazy, so I just couldn't do it. Now I can walk for the sake of walking, and I can just go for hours just that direction and then just walk. So that part's a good thing. I mean, when I got back, oh my God, my hips hurt so bad I could barely make it up the stairs to get into here. So that was fun. But when I went to the post office last night, this is a big thing that I wanted to say. Thank you all. Thank you all of you, every single person that is watching this now, and those people that used to watch but don't anymore. Thank you so very, very much. I have met and interacted. I say met as in people have said things and sent mail and such like that. And I've talked to people in comments. I call that meeting. But I have met and interacted with some of the best people in the world through my channel. Quite honestly. I have had one person who almost, they did their damnedest, and it was awesome. They sent me several $1,000 back when I was trying to buy an RV, and I had the money from them to buy the RV, and I had the people that were going to sell me the RV. And then when I had the money and I was trying to pay them, they went and gave the RV away out from underneath me, and I found out why they were avoiding meeting with me to take my money. They ended up giving the RV to one of their family members instead. And then when the rest of their family went, hey, that was really an awful thing to do to that poor guy, it was like, well, he should have paid me then, shouldn't he? Yeah, when it was them that made it so I couldn't. So I have met and interacted with some of the best people in the world. I've had people send me these bins for bin cages for my hamsters. I have had somebody send me a cooler for my computer when it was dying. I have people who are Patreon.com patrons and have given to my GoFundMe campaign. Thank you all so very, very much. Nevertheless, notwithstanding even just commenting and talking in the comment section. It is so wonderful. I had mentioned somewhere and was talking with someone on Twitter and such about how I'd found my GameCube because I dug my GameCube. Oh, God. I can only hope that it's not going to be as bad as it just was, and it's going to continue. That was fun. It lagged and locked up so badly I was afraid I was going to have to kill it through the task manager. I have no ideas if the video even survived. I'm just going onward in hopes that it has. But with talking about, I wasn't centered, so of course that just drives me nuts. I have met with, when I was talking with, now I'm really upset about the thing locking up, so it's going to interfere with my talking. But I mentioned how I dug my GameCube out and I couldn't find my AV cables, and one of the games that I'd really wanted to play ever since I'd seen it was Animal Crossing. And somebody said, watch your mail. Guess what will be showing up by the 30th? Went to the post office. Now I have new AV cables for my GameCube. And I have an Animal Crossing. Son of a gun, huh? Very, very awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to start streaming. I've got the capture card. I've got the little attachment where you plug the RCA jacks into this thing, and then you plug the HDMI cable into the other side, so you can do it on TVs and monitors that are modern. So thumbs up on that. Very, very cool. Thank you so very, very much. It is quite awesome. As stated, I keep using actual meeting terms, but while I've never met any of you face to face, I have interacted with you, and I thank you so very much. You are all beautiful, awesome people. Thank you. Bunkty bunk. Let's see. The last one locked up around 8 minutes. To hit 20, that's 12. So 12 minus 5 is 7. About the 7-minute mark is about the latest I can go without having to do the thanking people for comments. But now that I've had to redo all of that, and irritation has just flooded my brain. The only thing I can think to talk of here is, I'd mentioned before how my sleep mask presses on my nose right there. This actually does clear up by about 2 o'clock. There had been a capsule of some kind that was insisted within here, and I managed to dig it out. So now it's healing up just normal instead of with a little capsule that'll keep regrowing in there until it scars up. Because that's right where my sleep mask presses. And with a capsule inside there, that just squashes extra blood out. Thumbs up. I hate the fact that I have to wear my sleep mask, but if I don't wear a sleep mask, I'm going to have a heart attack and die because I stop breathing while I'm sleeping. There's 2 kinds of sleep apnea. There's obstructive and there's central. There may even be more. But obstructive, of course, is when the soft tissues of your mouth and throat just collapse and block off your throat. My brother-in-law and his wife both have obstructive, not COPD, sleep apnea, and so that's why they have to wear theirs. I've had sleep apnea, but it's not obstructive. It's called central apnea, and that is where your brain just suddenly stops telling your lungs to breathe. Don't know why. It's not opiates, because I've done this my whole life. Not quite my whole life. Back in the 90s, I was finally diagnosed with it, so, and then got a mask in the 2000s. But so I've had the problem for a long time, and you know, what's her name? Good old what's her name? Carrie Fisher. She died of her untreated sleep apnea because when you stop breathing, it's a huge stress on your heart and your brain. You can have a stroke. You can have a heart attack. You just die from the stress and the strain of not breathing. It's a terrible, terrible thing, and my brain just suddenly forgets. And so my lungs don't breathe. Luckily, I start up after about a minute again. I mean, who knows why my brain will suddenly remember? Who knows why it forgets? Thumbs up. But past that, I don't really have anything to say. Anything that I was going to say has been absolutely blown out of my mind by, once again, my software for my webcam locking up entirely, and it's just doing it again. God's above. I don't know if it's because I need to reinstall Windows again. Ever since I got the Creators Update, everything has worked horribly, but it's not like I could avoid getting it. I kept putting it off until Windows told me, you are getting it. When do you want to schedule it? Today. So finally I had to. Now my machine resets, everything locks up. It's just, thanks Microsoft, thanks. But with all that as stated, I'm so irate at what has been going on, I'm just going to go straight into this, and if I happen to remember anything, then good. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm going to thank people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments now. After the video, I'm going to read as many comments as I can. Thumbs up everyone that I do read, answer as many as I can. I spend a lot of time in the comment section. I do enjoy it quite a bit. If I mispronounce your name during this time, there is no disrespect intended. I am an American English speaker. We are not good at foreign names. We're not. Well, that was a nice little blip there. Yay, I love my webcam software. I love Windows 10. I wish Windows 7 was still around. So we are not, let's see, where, I can't even remember now where I finally noticed that it was all locked up and not working. So we're not, I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at foreign names. We're not even good at American names. Who knows if I can pronounce your name correctly. No disrespect intended if I mispronounce. I have no ideas, so I'm just going to go through this stuff and then call it. I have no idea how much time has passed by anymore because of all the lockups, so yay. But there is Lil Timmy. Oh, Lil Timmy. Thank you very, very much. And Norios. thank you very much, greatly appreciated. Marco Boy 123 TV, thank you very much. Ray Graves, greatly appreciated. Martine Projects, thank you very, very much. Daniel Ernst, thank you, greatly appreciated. Louis Villagrana, I sure hope, thank you very, very much. And Jay Gaming, greatly appreciated. Django, I sure hope, thank you very, very much. And John Himes, thank you, greatly appreciated. Logic, thank you very, very much. Oh, hey, it's Wills. Hello, hello, thank you very, very much. And Sprite is Lit, thank you, greatly appreciated. Splat, 3 T's, 808. That was very loud. How weird. Thank you very, very much. And Ui Hirasawa, ooh, I sure hope I'm at least halfway close. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Mel Coleman, thank you, greatly appreciated. Andrew Costello, I sure hope I'm close, thank you. And Sad God, I'm sorry, thank you very, very much. Young cancer patient, young spelled Y-U-N-G, so it's like a name cancer patient. Interesting, thank you very much. Pedro's Tacos slash what's? Okay, thank you very, very much. And Fergie Gaming, greatly appreciated. Jushi X, J-U-U-S-H-I-X, thank you very, very much. And Rinto, greatly appreciated. And Kumu, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Andrew Guzman. Thank you all so very, very much. Oh, my arm is killing me. That's the arm I have to sleep on top of because I can only sleep on my left side, and so my left shoulder hurts a lot. Not always. I mean, everything hurts always because I got fibro, but nothing always hurts all the time, real bad. Does that make sense? I sure hope so. I'm not even using good English terms for that. But anyway, if you could check out my links down below, that would be greatly appreciated. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google Plus. If you could become a Patreon.com patron or Google Plus or GoFundMe campaign contributor, that would be awesome. I owe the U.S. government a whole bunch of money, and they're going to take out as much as they can as soon as they can. They are limited by law, so I'm going to have about $750 to pay my $1,000 rent. And I'm already minus $300 in my checking, so if you could help, that would be awesome. I don't want to be homeless. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes, deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I do overuse the word appreciate, all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool and greatly appreciated. But my personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. I would understand if you don't like the videos. I would understand if you don't want to subscribe. But if you do, and you're down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Or literal end of my time, anyway. So thumbs up on that. Even though I've been hearing that the average lifespan of a YouTube channel is 4 to 5 years. I'm past the 3. No, I'm coming up on the 3-year mark. Does that mean I only have another year before my channel dies? I never got 15 million subscribers. I never expected to get as many as I have now. So it's funny going, 15 million. So thumbs up on that. Well, hey, you take care. Have a great day today. Hopefully my software is gonna work a little bit better through the rest of the day. Who knows? So you take care. Have a great day. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. So keep smiling, or your life could end up like my software.